my topic.
Yes, Greg.
Now, here's what's going to happen. My topic is commercials. Now, speaking of commercials.
Time for an integration.
Greg Way. We have a commercial. We have an integration here.
Okay.
Now, what I would like, before we go into the integration, everybody at home, I'd like to point out some facts that I've been bamboozled on this integration. Colin Moriarty signed off on this integration. Then he left the country because he knew this integration would damage the reputation of anyone claiming to be the team fat president like I am. So I'd like this on the record that this has been read under duress. We have a new integration from the fine people at NatureBox.
Yeah, time to pay the bills, everyone.
You go to kindoffunny.com.
That's going to send everybody running.
Go to kindoffunny.com. Or no, naturebox.com/kindoffunny. You get to try NatureBox for free. It's free food.
Yeah.
Which I'm pro about. It's healthy food, which again, I'm pro about. It's just that Colin likes to throw every salad I eat back in my face and say that's why I'm not president of Team Fat.
Sure.
When in reality, Colin works out every day. So I think we all know who the real.
To be fair, they have some mildly unhealthy food as well. Like you can go on there and there are some snack food that's just fun for that kind of thing. But for the most part, yeah.
Well, this goes back to what we were talking about on Colin and Greg Live because you're drinking Soylent now.
Drinking the Soylent,
which is just
not for every meal, but yeah.
All the time. You're getting it right now through a catheter. The thing is, it's just a meal you don't have to worry about anymore. So I appreciate this NatureBox bringing you food. Now, here are the talking points.
Soylent, like the teens.
Here are the talking points for NatureBox. You know you're going to snack, and when you do, you want it to be worth it. Something that is tasty and satisfying, but doesn't make you feel guilty afterwards. Damn you, Colin. What you need are snacks from NatureBox. Choose from over 100 healthy and crave-worthy options to be delivered right to your door. God damn you, Colin. All of their snacks are made with 0 artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners, 0 grams of trans fats, and no high fructose corn syrup. That's a real thing, right?
High fructose.
Fructose is what they call it in France.
Yeah.
It's got the accent of goo there.
Yeah.
Best of all, they all taste amazing. And so much better for you than the other snack options out there. So next time you're hungry, grab sweet blueberry almonds, salted caramel pretzel pops, and Parmesan garlic pops. That's real. Pops.
Yep. Yeah, like
that actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
A Parmesan garlic pop.
True story. When we signed up for this,
when
we agreed to do it, one of the stipulations was go on and look and make sure you like the snacks.
Yeah.
I chose all of those for us. So coming our way is going to be the salted caramel.
No, came our way.
Yeah, we have it.
We got the box.
Here. That's
Me
right.
and Kevin ate the whole box.
You did?
It's gone.
We got it right there.
Right there.
Well, give them to me.
Bring me the
NatureBox. There it is. I see it over there. Bring that over here.
So for
the record, I'm not knocking this. I just know that Colin is going to throw this in my face later.
Open it with your
Why
teeth.
you gotta say it like a jerk like that?
Because
hide the address.
Blowing up the spots,
You blend.
guys.
Kevin's got it. What?
Go.
Give me the knife. Throw it at me.
Blade first.
Right now, if you go to.
Don't do that. Close it.
What the fuck was that, Kevin?
He said throw it at me.
Close it first.
Close
then
the
throw it
knife.
at me, you weirdo.
Oh, it's fine. Look,
Hide
he's
the
fine.
address.
He's got all his fingers.
Fine. Nobody ever got hurt by a flying knife.
This is the
True story. In college, I had a knife thrown at my face once, and it hit me like that with the tip, and fell down.
You're Superman.
And I didn't get hurt or anything. We just yelled at the guy who did it.
Unbreakable?
I am unbreakable.
Whoa.
Water is my weakness. Right now, if you go to naturebox.com/kindoffunny, you can get a free trial of their favorite snacks. Oh, our favorite snacks. So they're going to get the free trial of what you picked.
No doubt.
All right, that was a question, but cool. Free snacks are delivered to door, so what are you waiting for? Go to naturebox.com/kindoffunny to start your free trial today. Let's see what we got. You got some garlic pops in there?
Some pops.
Oh, gosh.
There you go. Look, we did.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so here are the whole wheat strawberry figgy bars that I ordered. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't know we had this. I was totally snacking on crap.
Peanut butter nom nom.
All right.
Peanut butter. Now
Now that's a sourdough cheddar pretzel.
Yes.
That I'm not going to knock.
That's pretty good.
Here's the salted pretzel, caramel pretzel pops.
So,
And this probiotic mix is for me because
That's
I have
definitely.
a little issue
That's a
with
Nick
my
special.
bacteria.
I'm definitely about to get right into these peanut butter now.
It's got the Portillo seal of approval
what did
already.
he eat?
Yeah.
What was it?
What do you got here? These are salted caramel pops? Mm-hmm. Okay. I really like these a lot.
I gotta say, nom-noms are good.
Kevin doesn't get any.
This
a
is-
snack. He's got. Look at
Who's
his
that?
dying.
This is the... what is? This is the salted caramel pretzel pops.
Try it. You want wheat figgy?
No, I'm good. I got mine.
Okay, what do you
Peanut
want?
butter nom nom.
You want a sourdough cheddar pretzel?
I'm big right now on the caramel pretzel pop.
I want to try one of those pretzels or the sourdough. Where's that at?
I like how, by the way, in no way, shape, or form did they say we had to eat this stuff.
I mean,
On
The
camera.
promised
This was not the plan.
the promised integration ended quite some time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. So please, everyone, check that out. We're just going to continue to snack on a podcast.
No,
which
we're
is
not.
poor
We're
form.
eating. I'm eating this as my last one. I like that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So far, everything's actually good, and I can't.
Yo, these cheesy pretzels. That's the way.
Are they good for you?
Um,
I mean, they're healthy. Eh?
I have no knowledge.
Well, I think some things are more healthy than others, but overall, I don't think these are... Like, this doesn't taste like it's the worst thing on the
This
planet.
tastes really good.
Pretty damn good.
I'm not a doctor.
Pretty damn good. I'm excited about these. Kev,
All right.
I know we said you'd get some of this, but you're not going to get any of it.
I realize that.
I take it back, everybody. I'm not yelling at Colin anymore. This is a good choice. Good job, Colin.
Well, I mean, you're
Hashtag
still-
Colin was right.
You're still yelling at Colin. But
As long
like,
as he doesn't throw it in my face.
But not about this.
I'm signing up. Well, I yelled at him for another.
Give
So
me
now,
the pretzels.
you've heard our commercial. The commercials I want to talk about. This stems from the Gamescast.
What are those?
The Gamescast
Peanut
that's
butter
now
M&Ms.
the newest Gamescast, right? The one that would go up alongside this podcast, correct? No, it's already up. On that Gamescast, we started talking about Chips Ahoy cookies in the beginning. Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
And you said they had that great commercial. And I went, what? The one that went dun 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 dun. And you're like, yeah. And I was like, that commercial sucked. And you're like, that was a great commercial. You remember it. That I've thought about that now for the past 3 days.
Me too.
Because is that the definition of a good commercial? That I remember it.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess
That's
you're right.
really
Like
not
I
bad.
guess you're. Thank you for closing the blade and throwing it like a normal person. That's
Psychopath?
that is an actual good point of like.
Fucking crazy, man.
It got me thinking about all the other good commercials I think. And when I think good commercials, what do I think of?
Anyone you can remember.
The first one that came to mind was Rompin' Stompin' Dinosaurs. It's a dinosaur hunt, Chef Boyardee. Dinosaurs. Ooh. Ooh. Now that was just, I never
saw
ate.
it.
No, because you're fucking 2. Like when I was a kid and they ran that during Saturday morning cartoons, it was just these kids in the jungle looking, and then there was like, pasta dinosaurs that got put into a can of, and I never ate
get
it.
it.
That's disgusting. But like I remember the commercial. Crossfire, of course. You remember the commercial.
Crossfire's good.
You get caught up in a...
Crossfire.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's a good jingle right there.
Mr. Bucket.
Oh, the balls pop out of his mouth.
Oh, is
Mr.
it
Bucket.
It's a hell of a time. So you didn't
No,
say
that-
hell. But it sounds like it's a hell of a time.
Hey,
What a
you,
fucking
hey, you
good time
fucking
we're
kids. You shit bag, put these balls in my mouth.
I missed the bucket.
Tell your deadbeat fucking alcoholic. Tell your deadbeat alcoholic dad to buy a bucket.
We're all gonna run. I missed the bucket.
So you guys know the song.
Wheat figgy bar.
All right, we're done eating on the mics and talking about the food, Nick.
Oh, that went in
It's
my
over.
crotch.
It's over, Nick. I knew you couldn't be trusted with it.
No, I can't
You've
do
ruined
that.
it for everybody.
Oh my God, I
You'll
ate
get
way too
caught
much
up
of
in
that.
the nature box.
Slash kind of funny.
I was actually having a conversation about
No,
this. and then
keep them away from
just
us.
Keep it over there. Kevin. Come on.
Come on, get your head in the game.
Kevin, we're doing a show. God. Having a conversation with my friend the other night
I'm
over
just really
drinks.
mad at Kevin right now.
Guys, can we talk about Kevin for a second?
Yeah, can we just have
Is
a
this
moment?
the
Guys,
intervention finally?
Can we just like really quietly? Can we just talk about Kevin like really quietly?
Anthony, I just don't know what we're gonna do about him.
I mean, to be fair, like I don't work here. I haven't been here quite like this is my first day here.
What is your impression of him?
My impression is
right?
terrible.
It's negative.
It's absolutely awful.
Has anyone broken it to you yet that he has sex with dead bodies?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
No.
And actually, that may be
No.
the most redeeming thing about him, which is terrible.
It's actually kind of fascinating. though,
It's
right?
yeah, because it at least makes him interesting.
Like
You know
what's-
what I mean? Like up until then, I was like, God, he's terrible at his job and he's completely uninteresting. Now he has a
Yeah.
quirk.
Do you know what word Felicia Day used to describe him?
I would love to hear it.
Disgusting.
Wow.
And that is a direct quote from.
She's the internet sweetheart.
I got figgy bar in my throat.
Yeah, it's because he likes to demand that his girlfriend lick him.
This
Lick
is
his
also a
tongue.
true story. This
Lick
is a
his
true
tongue.
story.
Wait, like
He
his
goes, lick
tongue?
my tongue.
It happened. Has it
I
happened?
don't demand it.
What is that when you say
One
lick my?
time we were at a restaurant.
Did you say please?
Well, I didn't say please.
So you would say it was kind of a demand.
I wouldn't say it was a demand.
I don't think it was-
It was more of a statement.
He's being a man. You're being a man. You're telling your woman. You're being upfront and telling your woman
Didn't
what
say
you want.
that.
I was gonna
telling her what
say
you
I
want.
like how he hit all this when Felicia Day was.
You're telling her what you want, and you're also making sure that she knows under threat, a penalty of threat of bodily harm, that she has to do what you want her to do. Right, Kevin?
No.
That's where you're going with this.
Also, he was supposed to be at work at the time, and he was at the restaurant instead.
Yeah. God damn it, Kevin.
Yeah. So anyway, I would have to say, Kevin's not great. You got to do something about Kevin.
I mean,
If Felicia Day says so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you guys remember the Hungry
Stop it, Kevin!
Oh,
We're having a
Hungry
conversation!
For that?
I do remember Hungry
The
Hippos.
Hungry
I do
Hippos were
remember.
good.
I was a big fan of that commercial.
Lego had good commercials. 90s action figures in general.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I just wanted that set that they used with like the weird fake mountains and the smoke. every
Kids,
time.
kids always had the
Every
best
single
backyard.
one.
They had this
Yeah.
amazing backyard
Oh,
with
like-
awesome hills they could put in.
Hell
Yeah, it's like their
Hot
parents terraformed their yard for them to play with like Battle Cat.
Or if it was like a G.I. Joe commercial, they would be like, "Whoa!" but they'd be in full tiger paint,
Yeah.
and like camo. You're like, where did you?
With a
who
mini
the hell did that for
full
you?
tiger paint, mini glacier in their backyard.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like what
Like
is
Viet
going
Cong
on?
running around that they actually kill with a real weapon. You're just like, what the shit?
Do you know what had an amazing commercial?
Beetleborgs.
Yes. And the Virtual Boy, that first Virtual Boy
yeah,
commercial,
yeah.
where like it was like this boy who was like crawling around in like an alien cave, and then like he finds the Virtual Boy and straps it to himself and becomes like all powerful. It was really
Don't think
cool.
I've seen this.
I don't think I've seen that.
It was
one
a
either.
good
We'll have to
commercial.
look that
I
up.
remember that one.
Yeah, it gave us a different impression of the Virtual Boy than what was real.
Yes.
I like
When you
the
got
Crash
Virtual Boy, you're
Bandicoot.
like, this is not what I
This
was
is not
sold.
it.
I do not remember this being looking like this in the commercial.
There's so much red. But the Crash Bandicoot commercials were awesome.
Oh yeah.
They're all
Oh,
like,
where he's
talking
in the
hella
suit.
shit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
How fucking baller is that? Just like,
It's
fuck
hard to
you,
think.
Mario.
Was it-
It's
yeah.
weird to think about that now, right? Like when PlayStation was the underdog upstart that came out and was like talking shit on Nintendo. We all thought it was so cool.
Sega was that way for a while too.
Yeah.
That whole
Well,
Nintendo's for babies.
yeah,
shit.
Sega's
Sega did-
definitely an example of the
Nintendo.
talk shit, get shot mentality. It's like, where you at now? You still talking shit? I
Yeah.
don't see Sonic fucking out there with megaphones. Or Crash for that matter.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yep.
But the Sega commercial that it will always ring with me is the Genesis commercial that was, gotta get Genesis like nothing ever before. Genesis is so much more. And then they re-released the commercial with a dub and they'll go, Genesis is so much more with Toe Jam and Earl Genesis. Genesis, got to get Genesis. Yeah, that was awesome.
I think like every dramatic moment in my life should have somebody like dubbed in immediately. Like,
With Toe Jam?
yeah, it's just like, I'm really sorry. I hate to tell you guys this, but you're not going to be able to get pregnant.
With
You're
Toe
gonna have
Jam?
to. You're gonna have to go to a fertility clinic.
With Toe Jam and Earl.
Like,
Genesis.
My brain doesn't go. Obviously, you guys go to like early action figures and commercials. I love commercials for Cheetos. Have you seen any of these commercials?
Oh, the new
Oh my
ones?
god.
The new ones are
With Chester
They're
Cheetos.
so good. Well, even the old ones.
even the old ones. are good.
Chester's my boy.
I remember I was literally having drinks with a friend on Friday night, and for some reason he goes, "You know what commercial I like?" And out of nowhere, I was like, the Cheetos commercial where the guys are having a party in a house that's not built yet, and the other guy comes up and says, "I can see you," and he goes, "Yes, we know," and they close the door on him. He's like, "Yes, that's the one I was gonna say." It was
Yeah.
that commercial. If you've seen it, you either were turned off. It's very polarizing. You're either turned off by it completely, or it's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your entire life, and you keep laughing and you Google it over and over and over again just to feel right in the morning.
I think
Just
all
feel
of those
right.
commercials, yeah, and I love that one. I think all of those commercials kind of come from like those really weird, surreal Skittles commercials.
Oh, those are
yeah.
the weird ones. Those
Berries
go too
and
cream.
far over.
Remember the
Berries and cream. That then like kind of turned into the Old Spice guy commercial.
Which
Yeah.
were how do we forget that? Those were amazing.
Yeah, and so it all becomes like this: how surreal and dumb can we get in 30 seconds? And just like the product's there, but it doesn't really matter.
What
Yeah.
what was the one? It was a recent commercial, and then there was the guy in the house, and like the light was on or whatever, and then there was like the
the Yeti.
the Yeti.
Oh my
hilarious.
god, it was a Cheez-It commercial,
He's
wasn't
like,
it?
yeah, I think it was. He's like,
Explain it. I don't know.
It was
he's
like,
waiting there. His wife's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm waiting for the Yeti." I think he's like, "I've narrowed it down. It's either the Yeti or Bigfoot that's stealing my
Cheez-Its.
my Cheez-Its." And she's like, "You're crazy. Go to bed." Turns the light off, and he's like, "I got him!" And she flips it back. He's like, "I told you, it was the Yeti."
It's like it's genius.
I like the initial run of messing with Sasquatch because that was
Oh,
so
yeah.
stupid and weird. And now you're like, oh, that's fun. But now it's it's played out. I
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get mad.
Someone's gonna mess with that Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Like,
I get it. All right.
The most recent commercial that like I think really like hit home with people was that McDonald's commercial where it's like pairing a bunch of different
really
classic
good
rivalries.
Yes.
But it's like
I want to see this one.
You haven't seen
it was like Mario and Bowser and fucking
Batman and Joker.
Batman and Joker, and then just Grumpy Cat and
oh yeah,
Happiness.
and they were all like these adorable little cartoon versions of themselves.
And it's like
yeah.
then they get happy because of McDonald's. But every single time that commercial comes on, everyone in the room stops what they're doing, just kind of looks at it, And it's that moment of like, what the fuck is this for? But it's like dead silence. It's just, I like this. I don't know why I like this so much. And then da-da-da-da-da.
Gotcha.
With Toe Jam and Earl.
Genesis.
McDonald's has done a really
How
good
much
job.
did Sega pay?
McDonald's has done a great job though in the last like 2 or 3 years upping their game. Because that there was that, and
The
then there was
love
also
campaign?
the love campaign, which is ridiculous. Like we're just gonna, what was it? You pay with
Who
paying
would
with love.
campaign for love?
I don't
Bunch
know.
of people
only
don't wanna win.
Only people with vision
Yeah, I guess
would
you're right.
campaign with
You're
love.
definitely right.
Only people who want to see real change would campaign with love. That's why on May 16th in San Francisco, California, Byway Studios, tickets still available. You can watch the presidential debate to end all presidential debates.
Yeah, no holds
between
barred.
Nick Scarpino and Tim Gettys and
Toe Jam and
the
Earl.
loser. Craig Miller. Do we still have tickets for that?
Yeah, there's 15 as the taping right now.
Cool.
And unless you guys did it last week,
Yeah.
I'd realized that we never talked about it on that week's GameOverGreggy or Kind of Funny Games cast.
I talked about it a lot on Colin and Greg though.
Yeah, well, we do that too.
When I
but-
subbed in for you and we got 10,000 concurrent views.
yeah, that wasn't because of you though. Just letting you know.
What about the Yokero Taco Bell commercial?
those are
Oh,
amazing.
Yo Guerrero Taco Bell. How can I forget?
Yeah, those were good. I liked them.
My favorite overall, like all-time commercial that involves, of course, a dog is the Sausages commercial. Where it's like Sausages. Do you remember that commercial?
No.
I like the bacon one. The bacon.
Yeah,
bacon
that
says,
was-
bacon.
Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. But yeah, I don't know what else. 80s cartoon or 80s commercials were always the best because they promised something that they couldn't possibly come through with. Where it was like you're playing a video game, like, and then all of a sudden Thor would come out of your closet with just glistening thighs and like a big hog between his legs.
That's
you're like, what's happening?
Not
What's
it.
going
That's
on?
not a commercial.
That's what's happening.
something else.
You're like,
That
and he's
is
like,
not-
don't
no.
tell your mom I'm in your room.
No, I don't
You're
think
like,
that was.
I don't know why.
That was
you're saying
probably
this to
not
me.
a commercial.
I don't know.
That's probably a yeah. That's a repressed memory. That's huh.
NatureBox.com/kind of funny.
But that's true though. 80s commercials for everything. It was like the last outpost of the sort of commercials that like Don Draper pitches on.
Oh,
Mad
yeah,
Men, where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, and so they get some Campbell's soup and they go out and they build a snowman because it's not about soup, it's about warmth. And it's about time with your family. And it always had like these like really cheerful like la la la. Like
Yeah.
I just remember watching commercials in the 80s and being like, this will make me happy.
You know what? The big one of those that it needs to be mentioned is Folgers.
Oh
Folgers,
yeah.
like they always did
Folgers.
Best part of waking
man.
up.
their
Folgers
Christmas
in your cup.
commercials, right? Of like the kid who comes back from like Abu Dhabi or whatever, and no one's awake yet, and he makes coffee, and the sis comes down and puts the bow on him and stuff. It's like,
It's
Yeah.
always hot, and you're like, dude, do you think they ever like?
no one's awake.
No one's awake, and then Thor comes out. Said, "Hey Nick, are you making coffee?" Thor, you know my name.
Could you imagine if they actually did real commercials?
Get the rest of that on Nick Scarpino's Amazon Kindle store.
Imagine if they did a commercial that was like your real house, like, and try to do a truthful commercial of like how real family dynamics works. How fucking depressing would that be?
Did you make coffee?
No one
No,
answers.
you make coffee.
I was thinking more like this. Did you make coffee? And no one fucking answers because he hasn't come home yet from the
he's
store
not
after 7 years.
Jeez.
God damn.
Damn.
Right?
You're
How
a
dark
Then
is
Thor
that?
comes in with the hog
then Thor
between
comes
his
in.
legs.
It's
glistening thighs.
I don't think he's coming back, Mrs. Nick.
It's his name.
Oh my
I
god.
liked the commercials that, like, the proprietary commercials on, like, Nickelodeon. So for, like, Nickelodeon Magazine, which would play at every 15-minute break
Yeah.
ever. And that Muzzy commercial where they're trying to fucking teach you different languages.
Muzzy.
Yeah.
Je suis
I got to learn French.
Yeah.
Thanks, Muzzy. And it's like, you should have pointed at yourself when you said I, not Muzzy.
Right.
That always bothered me. But, like, that fucking girl. And then there was that blonde lady that was trying to convince me to learn different languages. And here's a scary monster that will help you. It's like, fuck you. I don't want that
There was
shit.
a lot
I
of
remember
like
that.
weird educational / toy stuff to send off for. Like I remember the commercials for the World Wildlife Treasury, which was just like every month we'll send you a card with a picture of an animal on it.
Yeah, how'd they get
What?
us with zoo books? Like,
comes
everyone wanted zoo books. Why? That's like the side of the internet I don't want to go on anymore.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's the boring shit.
The
I don't give a
informative
fuck
shit.
about no
Here's
zebras.
2 pages of facts about tigers.
Yeah.
We can only send you one of these a month. What? Just send me the whole collection of animal facts.
Yeah, let me binge
What is
the
this
animal
about?
facts. You gotta binge read these bad
Binge
boys.
read the animal facts.
Like, oh.
Bill Cosby trying to sell you a pen. Remember, like the pen that
Oh,
made
right,
music
right,
for
right.
picture pages. He's like, you
he
can
was
get
all
your
over.
own.
Remember
Yeah.
the Jello pudding? That
Jell-O
was obviously
pudding?
a big one for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a creep.
Remember? Do you remember? Did you ever see like?
I literally was like, should I make a Cosby?
What a
joke right
creep,
now?
though.
No, gotta
That's
go.
that's so sad.
How much
I
of your
know.
childhood was Cosby a part of?
So
A lot.
here's the
A
thing.
lot.
A lot.
There's a cutoff date, right? Like, Tim,
Yeah,
you don't give a
not much.
fuck, right?
Not much at all.
Did you watch A Different World?
No.
Okay.
But even in A Different World, he was like the Kumail Nanjiani of A Different World.
He really was.
He just
The
called in
glue.
every 6 episodes.
Calling
He's
in
like,
from his brownstone.
He's like, I'm trying to eat a sandwich and your mother won't let me.
And she's
Bye.
like, bye. Here's my hoagie and some stuff.
Yeah.
Tutti fruity, fresh and fruity. No, that's the Muppet chef. That's the chef from the
No,
Muppets.
it's pretty close though.
Yeah.
No, that's
sounded
Little
right.
Richard.
Was it okay?
You're
Was
doing
it?
like
I
you're
good
doing
golly, Miss
Richardy.
Molly.
But
Man.
yeah, I think there's a cutoff date where it's like we're really heartbroken about Bill Cosby, and there's another cutoff date that's just like, whoa, that guy was a creep. Why'd you guys like him?
I mean, that's really it.
Yeah.
It's just like, you guys didn't know? Really? All right.
Oh, you knew.
Look,
no,
knew.
there was
Day
no
one.
way to know. Come on.
that
Well,
he's
we
a
don't
serial
know.
rapist. You did not know that.
Yeah.
No one knew that.
You didn't look at the Jello pudding pop commercial and be like,
this guy's
that
totally
guy's
drugging women."
roofing college-aged women. No,
don't know, man.
You thought I want a Jello pudding pop.
Yeah, this guy's selling me that pudding pop real good.
That's true.
Real good.
That's true.
The 80s were like that, though. The 80s were probably the last decade of innocence where you were just sold stuff and you're like, I believe this 100%.
Yep.
Like, in the 80s, there were finite
This is gonna
things
bring
where,
my son home from the war.
Yeah, we knew that the Russians were unequivocally our enemy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. The Russians were the enemy. They were the worst people on the planet, and that's what was going to
And
go.
then they became twerk dancers.
And then they had the twerk come out, and it was like, they're maybe not so bad. I mean, Putin's maybe not such a bad guy at all. Who cares if he indiscriminately kills
As long as
people
they're
and
shaking
throws
their
gay people in
Putins.
jail? Who cares? But you know, and then Cosby went along with that, right? Cosby was just the father. He was like the father of the 80s. He was Cliff Huxtable. He was the guy that was like the moral compass of my generation. So watch him fall from grace like that it's a big deal.
Yeah.
In the 90s, that's when everyone was disillusioned. That's
I
when
mean, I guess
Kurt
like for
Cobain
me, it'd be like
yeah.
if we found out that Splinter from Ninja Turtles was like doing cocaine.
The cartoon
No,
character.
that would make him awesome.
Okay. Just
If you, yeah.
Or
if
like
you-
Mr. Feeney.
you mean
if Mr.
There you
Feeney
go.
was
Now
like,
you're right there.
If like we found out that there's actually this crazy plot where Mr. Feeney raped Topanga,
Yeah.
I would
Imagine
not
if
be
you
okay
found out
with
that in
this.
real life that actor was like diddling kids. You'd be like, whoa, that kind of ruins the series for me.
Diddling?
Right?
yeah,
Diddling.
Minkus.
No.
Yeah. What
Stay
if it was
away from
Minkus?
Minkus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bummer.
Oh man.
It's
He's
pretty
all
terrible.
grown up now.
Yeah,
It's pretty terrible.
he's a tech millionaire now.
Commercials.
On Girl Meets World.
Yes.
Not really. He's
Right,
still
right,
an
right.
actor.
With
Have you guys
Farkas.
watch? Is that a thing still? Girl
Oh,
Meets
it's a
World?
thing, and it's getting way better.
I love when Tim
Oh, it's a thing,
The funny
and
thing
it's getting passable.
Tim will, Kevin, you can attest to this. Tim will drive the things that you like into the fucking ground without thinking twice if he doesn't like the series. However, he will never admit that a series that he thinks he should like is bad. He will say it is getting better. And you're like, did it
Bullshit.
start bad?
It
And,
is
you're
bad.
like, no.
It's getting better. And I only do that about Ultimate Spider-Man. I never say the other things you like are bad.
That's true.
You usually have good taste.
I only like one thing, though. It's Ultimate Spider-Man.
And I hate you so much for it.
Because it's better than Spectacular Spider-Man. It's not a big deal. It's just re-envisioning
That's
that's
not true.
it's
That's
amazing.
not a true story.
Look, it's just that
That's actually
Spectacular Spider-Man has
correct.
been told over and over and over again. Great, Peter Parker. Okay, whatever. This is a new take on it, and you know what? It's fresh, and it makes cool references to Karate Kid and Die Hard.
Why are they all going to the same high school?
Why wouldn't they all go to the same high school?
Why would they go to the same high school?
Why
They're-
was Zach Morris and Kelly Kapowski in the same high school?
because
so that
they probably
love could happen.
Because they probably live zonally to where they would go to the same public high school.
This is the New York Public High School.
the one.
Yeah.
There's only
Oh,
one.
okay. I'm
PS1.
sorry.
Stark fixed it.
PS1.
Yeah.
How many high schools do you
PS1
think
and only
they
they
have
call
in
it.
New York? Fact, Google it.
Don't
I'm willing to
Google
bet
this.
there's only 3 high schools in New York. Okay, maybe
PS1,
We
maybe
know.
PS2,
We know
PS3.
from Recess that.
Yeah,
Cartoon
and Hey
show,
Arnold.
that's not true.
There's a high school on like every block.
See, before I
Every
was
high
an
school
block.
adult,
Starbucks.
so like maybe a couple years ago, I found out that I thought that there was actually like a canon of
And
all
then
the different
teachers
cartoons
are actually
because they're all
like,
different PSs.
As a side note, they put them in that high school. That's
no,
why I
but
went
like
to high
they
school.
don't have anything better to do. Like there's not a better use of these agents' time than like we're gonna be in this high school pretending to be your teachers.
Okay, it's one agent. It's Coulson, and he's the
yeah, he's
principal.
the most important agent.
He's a. We all know he's a kind of a reanimated corpse of himself or something. Whatever the hell happened with Shield, I can't remember how.
Oh,
he
nobody
came back.
watched Agents of Shield. Nobody knows what happened.
So, I
According
watched
to
the end of it.
everybody,
People swear it's getting better.
getting better.
It actually is getting better.
Do you watch it?
I did. I watched the last like 4 episodes
Because
of last
there's
season.
like Inhuman stuff.
got-
in it.
I'll keep
Right?
watching
the Inhumans,
proven
the things
shows like
everyone cares
Nashville.
about.
No, actually, you know what? Patton
The
Oswalt
Inhumans
was
are the
one.
fucking non-playable characters after Vision as
Okay,
player
well,
4.
but here's the thing.
They're like the silhouettes in the
up until
background of the
last
intro
year,
screen.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but all right, Vision, the Inhumans, fucking Rocket Raccoon, you sold me. A talking tree, you sold me.
Black Bolt's
a dude
pretty
named
rad,
Star
dude.
Lord, you fucking sold me. Like I'm good. We're good with those
It's true.
guys.
They have a lot of character.
Yeah.
They do.
She's got hair and it will strangle you. The Inhumans.
Is that one of them?
Medusa.
I'm into that.
Are the Inhumans the one who starts Civil War in the comics? What are the ones that blow up?
No, those are
X-Men.
Skrulls. Right?
No, that's
those
no,
are
no, no,
Skrulls.
It was X-Men.
No, it was they were on a reality TV show that one of them.
It was an X-Men.
Yeah,
It was a mutant.
But it was a
Well,
team.
not an X-Men, it was a
a
mutant.
team.
it was
Everybody,
a group of mutants, like young mutants. So it was like the
Young Justice.
you're not eating more on the show. It's your topic.
probably Young
It's time for your
Justice.
topic.
Probiotic.
Good.
Probably-
You can eat it after the
It's
show.
probably
All right.
Superboy.
Don't even fucking don't.
It's probably.
Well,
Be
commercials
careful.
quick. That was a good topic. We went kind of dark there
You're
for
on
a
some
second.
mighty thin ice.